Cast Party started about 11 years ago. It's an open mic night, essentially.
Turbo open mic.
Oh, that's a nice way to put it. Kind of an extreme open mic, only because we do it all over the country in some of the most extraordinary rooms.
Vegas.
Our home is Birdland, of course,
Right.
and it does not get better than this. Sound, lights, food, the cutest dressing room in the world.
The cutest dressing. Hello.
Please. Who else has?
Who else has chartreuse walls?
That's exactly. I ask you. But mostly, I would say the musicians that I have on stage. Billy Stritch. Nobody better. On bass and drums here in New York, I have Steve Doyle and Daniel Glass.
Excellent.
And they're top of the line. So to me, that's what makes it so extreme, so turbo. And the fact that
Jane Monheit drops by, and Ann Hampton Callaway, and Liza, and that helps.
It does help. It really helped put us on the map. When Liza would come every week, come on, it can't wait.
And speaking of Liza, that was one of your. I know that you guys have been friends for a really long time, and I know you were in Liza's at the Palace.
I was,
which was the sort of tribute to Kay Thompson.
Yes, the Tony Award winning.
Yes.
I might say. That was an amazing 3 years of my life. We toured the globe.
Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, although I can't imagine anybody watching my podcast who doesn't know who Kay Thompson is.
Oh, yeah. What are you watching this? Who are you?
She, in many ways, I consider to have invented the form of the nightclub act. She was really one of the pioneers of the whole genre.
She was.
And you had the opportunity to be friends with her.
I knew her very well. She was the vocal arranger at MGM, as I know you know.
Right.
During the 40s. She was Judy Garland's vocal coach, Mel Torme's vocal coach, Sinatra. You name it in that period, and she helped them find their sound.
Right.
Then she said she had a headache and left MGM and decided to put a nightclub act together with four guys, the Williams brothers.
Yes.
Andy and his brothers. Dick Williams is still around and in L.A. and just an extraordinary arranger and performer. So they traveled the world with Kay Thompson and the Williams brothers. And nobody had ever danced. Nobody had ever done sketch work in the nightclub act. As I said, at the end of a song they'd do this, and that was where the choreography ended.
Right.
She was
added this.
Flying all over the stage and dancing and doing these crazy, wacky sketches. So you're absolutely right. Because of Kay, there was Anne Margaret and Cher and, people that really...
Right.
And Liza.
Welcome to the world of Cabarabia, the world where Broadway, jazz, comedy, and pop share the spotlight, and a 2-drink minimum. With your host, producer, director Clifford Bell, keeping the world safe for live performances in intimate settings on Global Voice Broadcasting.